Hello everyone. Last time we were solving polynomials of higher degrees, and today we are going to look at radical root examples. We'll start with an easy problem of a radical root. Let's look at 2 square root of x minus 5 equals 0. Now the idea is to get x on its own, so we write 2 square root of x minus 5 equals 0. Take the 5 on the right hand side of the equal sign. We get 2 root of x equals 5. Let's divide by 2 on both the sides and we get square root of x equals 5 over 2. Now remember, to solve for x we have to get the square root away from here. So what we do is we square the whole equation. So what we see is we get square root of x the whole square equals 5 over 2 the whole square. The square and the square root cancel out. We get x equals 25 over 4. Remember, what does that mean from your exponential properties? It is 5 square over 2 square. Now, when we do radical root problems, it's very important to check our answers. So we take x equals 24 over 4 and put it in the original equation. So let's do this here. So we have 2 square root of 25 over 4 minus 5 equals 0. Now square root of 25 over 4, guys, remember that from your radical root properties. So you have square root of 25 over 4, which is square root of 25 over square root of 4, which is 5 over 2. Now let me write this a little better on the side. So this is square root of 25 over 4, and let's take that little, make it a big one here. Okay, so what do we get? Now coming back, we write this as 2 times 5 over 2 minus 5 equals 0. The 2 and the 2, guys, cancel off and we are left with 5 minus 5 equals 0. 0 equals 0. So clearly when you plug in x equals 25 over 4 in the original problem, the left hand side of the equal sign is the same as the right hand side. That means 0 equals 0. So this is the right answer to our problem. Now let's look at a little difficult problem. The radical root here is square root of 2x plus 7. And the equation is minus x equals 2. So now this whole problem is square root of 2x plus 7 minus x equals 2. Solving these problems basically means put the radical root on one side and take all the other expressions on the other side, or the terms we can say. So here we get x plus 2 on the right hand side. Once again, we will square our equation. So when we square, see what we get. So we get 2x plus 7 the whole square. So I'm going from here to here, guys. And x plus 2 the whole square. Now remember, the square root and the square cancel out. We are left with 2x plus 7. Now let's look at the right hand side. If you remember the formulas, let's write down the formula. A plus b the whole square equals a square plus 2ab plus b square. So in our problem here, the a is x and your b is 2. So plugging these terms over here on the right hand side, we get x square plus 2 times x times 2 plus 2 square. We get this as x square plus 4x plus 4. So this one is 2x plus 7 on the left hand side. So notice this is exactly what we have over here on the side of the board. So 2x plus 7 equals x squared plus 4x plus 4. Now to get to this point, we just want to solve it. Let me use a green marker. So let's solve this one. Take all the terms on the right hand side, so of the equal sign. So we have this is x squared plus 4x plus 4 minus 2x minus 7. So we get 0 equals x squared plus 2x minus 3. Now this expression is the same as this expression, guys. It just does not matter which one you put on which side of the equal sign. As I'm so used to having an x's on the left, so I'm going to keep the x's on the left. Now to solve this problem, we just need to factor, and it's very simple. This is x plus 3, x minus 1 equals 0. So what we get, x is minus 3 and positive 1. We have to check the answers, guys. Just remember, this is a square root problem. So let's checking the answers. I start with x equals minus 3. When I plug it in over here, what do I get? Now let me show it on the other side, so which I have more space here for you guys. Okay, I will check my answers. Remember, my x is first minus 3. So I will get square root 2 times minus 3 plus 7 minus of minus 3 equals 2. We get square root of minus 6 plus 7 plus 3 equals 2. Square root of 1 plus 3 equals 2. The left hand side, notice, becomes a 4 and the right hand side is 2. This is no way correct. So that means x equal to minus 3 is not the right one for us. Let's check the x equals 1. What does that give us? Plugging in 2 times 1 plus 7 and then taking the square root minus 1 equals 2. You get 9 minus 1 equals square root of 9 minus 1 equals 2. 3 minus 1 equals 2. 2 equals 2. So what do we notice over here, guys? That when x equals 1 is substituted in this problem, our answers are correct. So yes, this is correct. So x equal 1 is the right answer. So in our problem, the solution to square root of 2x plus 7 minus x equals 2, x equals to 1 is the answer. Now, very important when you do radical root problems is that you check your answers. Remember, x equal to minus 3 is not the answer for us, but x equals 1 over here. Let's look at one more example. This example talks about having two radical roots in this equal equation. We have square root of x minus square root of x minus 5 equals 1. To solve these problems, it is always better to have this one of the radicals on its own on the other side of the equal sign. So what I've taken is I've taken square root of x minus 5 on the right hand side. So I have an expression square root of x minus 1 equals square root of x minus 5. Once again, we are going to square this equation. Now when we square, what do we get? We have square root of x minus 1 the whole square equals square root of x minus 5 the whole square. Remember, the square root and the square cancel out. We are left with x minus 5. Now on the right hand side, if you remember the formula a minus b the whole square, which is a square minus 2ab plus b square, which is square root x the whole square minus 2 times square root x. Okay, I might have to write a little, need more space over here, guys. So I'll just do it here. It's square root x the whole square minus 2 minus 1 times square root x plus 1 square equals x minus 5. We get x minus, plus 1 here. Yeah, that's plus 1 because your b is 1. Keep in mind, let me write this here again, guys. Your a is 1 and b is 1 from here. A is square root of x. Sorry guys, this is, let's write it down. Your a in this problem is square root x and b is 1. So square root x squared minus 2 times b, which is 1, plus square root x plus 1 the whole square. So you get x minus 2 square root x plus 1 equals x minus 5. This is what we have here. Now then clearly notice x and x on both sides of the equal sign. I can easily cancel it out. And we are left with, and then take the 1 on the other side. So you get minus 6 on the right hand side. On the left hand side you get minus 2 square root of x. Now we remember you're solving for x, so divide by minus 2. You get square root of x equals 3. Or remember again you have to square it. So we're going to square it and we get x equals 9. Remember, you always have to check the answers. So let's check the answer. So you have square root of 9 minus of square root of 9 minus 5 equals 1. 3 minus square root of 4 equals 1. 3 minus 2 equals 1. Clearly, 1 equals 1. So yes, our answer x equals 9 is correct. Thank you.